We always start the night in Bruce's room, kind of a courtesy to say hi to Bruce. But first of all, I'll explain who Bruce is. Bruce is our resident spirit, and this is an unusual situation that we don't get on ghost hunts a lot, where we can say 100% this is Bruce, because there are people alive now who knew Bruce. Mm-hmm. So we have documentation of when he passed. We have him verbally saying, yes, hey, it's me, I'm Bruce. And we've had people that verified it's his voice we've reported. Ooh. So, because they know him, they hear the voice going 100%, that's Bruce. So, and that's unheard of. Like we can say, hands down, this was a living person and now they're not. So, that's extremely rare. Bruce was, I always have to struggle with the words here. Bruce was the bar guy. You know, he liked his beer, he liked the music, he liked pretty ladies. He was, from what we gather, he was a rather large man. Like everybody describes 10 feet tall, which is an exaggeration, obviously, but he was big all around. He was a large man with not necessarily a large personality, but he wasn't the nicest person, let's put it that way. So he probably drank a little too much and definitely didn't treat women appropriately, we'll say. Mm-hmm. So this was his room. The one day whether the myth is perhaps he wasn't feeling well, he went downstairs to use the phone that used to be at the bottom of the stairs, and he had a heart attack there, and he passed. Shortly after he passed away, they started having weird things happening in the hotel. And anybody just kind of, at that point, okay, Bruce is still here, you know. Then Chris buys the building and he takes over and hears these stories and wasn't really a believer, but his guests and his staff kept having issues and that. So he called me in to do an investigation to prove whether or not this was, you know, just people in people's heads or not. And sure enough, one of the first things we did was record a male's voice up here. It was just me and my daughter alone in the building. There was nobody else in the building, certainly no men. And we recorded a deep male voice in the hallway up here. And when we played it for people the next day, they said 100% that was Bruce. It was his voice. And since then, we've recorded his voice probably 5 or 6 times through EVPs. That it's always the same voice. So, anyways, fast forward now 7 years in. Sometimes I'm out here as many as 6 times a year. So I have my own room, and we have regular conversations with Bruce. So unlike a lot of other locations where you're going to go in and we're going to set up equipment and we've got to teach the ghosts how to use it, and a lot of the night is going to be spent just trying to get, you know, things started and even just get them to learn how to communicate with us. Everything that's in this building already knows how to use the gear. They already know how to talk to us, especially Bruce, okay? So usually right off the bat, once we get started, and sometimes even before, actually, sometimes when I'm doing this bit here, we'll have stuff going off. Like Bruce is like, shut up, honey, just get on with it, you know. But last night, and even in June when we were here, he was already downstairs having fun in the bar. So, which also happens. So, but there's,
doesn't matter what day of the week.
recently there's another spirit that we've been able to document that's in the building. Her name is Nikki or Nicole. And we know the object she's attached to. It was in room 5. Today it was taken off the wall and brought downstairs and hung in the bar by her request last night. The first voice we had come through was, get me out of room 5. Bruce, if you're here, as usual, we're going to start out the night in your room. And if you're here, you know how this stuff works. You can touch one of the green lights. You can touch the ball. You can throw something. There's a little blip. It's like that's all you're gonna do, just blip. Like I said, it's rare for Bruce to get involved when we're up here, but I always like to start out the night. It's the courtesy thing.
It's too early for him to be up here.
You're right.
Yeah, it is.
It's prime time for the ladies.
But I will do the whole introduction thing, and we do that for a couple reasons. One, introduce yourself to the building. One, introduce yourselves to each other. And so that when I'm going back to the review, I have all your names. So if I get any EVPs that might be directed at somebody from the night, that I can draw attention to that. I can email you and say, hey, just, you know,
Ooh.
The ghost called you out.
A ghost roast.
Yeah, ghost roast, exactly. I will say this building, the only person that they usually call out is me, and it's usually not nice. So
The ghost
and
roast.
Bruce will literally usually at some point in the night just say "fuck off, Bonnie." So that's okay, Bruce. I love you too.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, thank you.
Yeah. So we'll start here as always. I'm Bonnie.
Nicole.
Mars.
Taylor.
Janice. Brandy. Kayla.
Lucas.
Susan.
Julie.
Okay.
It's like a sound off.
It is.
So I'm curious, like when does the bar close and like
It should be
just
now.
quiet?
It should be like now.
Right?
That's
Okay. I
we're
was just
literally
curious.
killing time.
When does
Okay.
the bar close for Bruce?
Well, see, for him in his day, last call would have been at 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And we do find around that time is when Bruce says, night, it's bedtime.
Well,
And then we come upstairs. And sometimes at that point, we get continued activity upstairs. Sometimes that is it. Sometimes when Bruce says he's done, the whole building's done. So, and it's just, so until everybody goes to bed, then all bets are off. And then we have, which I forgot to tell everybody last night. It worked out kind of cool last night because I forgot to tell people this story until just before bed. Which might have been mean on my part. Anyways, what we call the hallway people. So once everybody's in their rooms and the doors are closed, as you can see what we call lights, that's what the windows above the doors are called. When somebody's walking down the hallway, there's a shadow. Even if somebody's all the way at the other end of the hallway, sometimes there'll be a shadow that looks like they're just outside your door. So that part of it is deceiving. But what will happen is people will hear footsteps in the hallway, like 100%, not little noises, somebody walking down the hallway. They'll open the door and there's nobody there. Or they'll see the shadow of somebody walking down the hallway, open the door, look out, there's nobody there. And generally when it's just seeing the shadow, they don't hear the footsteps. So it's that contradiction. Also, the shadow people are known to rattle doors. So they'll actually, you'll hear the doorknob turn and that sort of thing. So, and I personally believe that's just residual energy playing out in the building. I don't think it's an actual spirit going up and down the hallway deliberately trying to scare people, because it happens almost every night.
I just forgot what room he was in.
Could be. Exactly. Anyways, I call it the hallway phenomenon, the hallway people, and I also completely forgot till the end of the night when everybody's going to bed, I told them that story again.
Good night, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Pretty much.
I don't think we're gonna get anything in here. We got like a blip on this meter. We've had a couple of little flashes here and there, and I wouldn't 100% say that's anything. So if that is you, Bruce, you got to do more than that. Or anybody else. I can't see harping in this room, but who knows?
I'm just running into Bruce,
Yeah.
Mess with his stuff.
right?
We're probably going to go to room 12. If that's okay, Bruce. If you want us to stay in here, can you light up 2 of the meters on the bed? Okay, he didn't respond at all. So the reason why we're doing room 12 before we go downstairs, I keep trying to train other people to do the review, but nobody wants to do it. I don't
was
blame
me,
them. It's a
sorry.
lot of work. So I don't know if they're just, again, what we think is in here is residual. So it would make sense if that is just what they do. Have you touched me in this room? You can light up any of these devices to red to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if that's a good answer, but
Were the 2 staying in the room tonight?
Yeah.
No, that's another.
And the people that stayed in here last night didn't say that they had anything.
they're
But
like wrong.
the family that stayed in the room next door, number 10, it was a mother, father, and their son. The son, Leighton, he heard movement in the room, like footsteps in the room, and shuffling in the room repeatedly. And his mom woke up at one point. She felt a hand on her head and thought it was Leighton because he was sleeping in the bed with her. And she opened her eyes and he was turned the other way and she could see both his hands. So as soon as she realized that, she reached up and the hand was gone. So, was that you? Were you touching Jillian on the head?
This might be like completely irrelevant, but there's a really cold spot on my neck and it's freaking me
Okay.
out.
Just gonna grab a quick read thermometer. And you're actually reading very warm. It's like 30 degrees there. And
That might be why it feels
24
cold.
bed. And that's the thing. Quite often when people say they're feeling cold, it's actually because
They
they're
run hotter.
they're
It's just
running
like
hot.
one spot though.
Yeah. And it's definitely, it's like 31 on your neck area and it's like 30 on your shoulder. So there's definitely, it's slightly hotter up on your neck. Could be something. Are you touching her? Is somebody touching her?
Oh, cute.
Is it a nice touch? Okay, fine. It'll be nice.
If I wake up to Bruce beside me, I'm gonna start crying.
I know. That's what I yeah.
Oh, I'll ask that now. Is this Bruce? Is it Bruce in here with us? Is it somebody other than Bruce? Yeah. Is it Nicole? So I don't know your name yet. It lit up there. Yeah. Well, I hope I get to learn your name soon. I'd like to know who you are, if it's not Nicole or Bruce. That's cool. So I'm going to leave a device here on the bed, and when we leave, you can tell me your story. Maybe leave a message and I'll hear it later. I'd really appreciate that.
Oh, we went down one.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're getting up. They're moving.
Yeah, they're getting up.
They're like, this conversation's done. I'll talk to you later. I'll leave you a message.
That's cool. Thank you.
There might be more than one.
We're going to be heading downstairs shortly. You're welcome to come down with us. Can you do that? Awesome.
Close the door.
Yeah, you just went off.
She's like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let's turn on the light. I'm going to stop recording.
Really?
Hello, it's Bonnie again. I brought some friends to visit with you again tonight, and we're hoping for some interaction as always. You know how all this stuff works. If you touch any of the green lights, as you were showing, they'll turn red. They might beep. We turn off some of the beeps because, you know, it's annoying. The weird EMF in the room is that. It's weird EMF. We cannot explain it.
It's zeroed out, like it's completely gone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing. And like I said, we've tried, and there's a few times where we've almost fooled ourselves into thinking we can communicate with it. Because I have said, you know, can you turn red now? And it did go on. But then, you know, the third or fourth time doing that, it's not doing it. So it's not consistent enough to say that it's understanding who we are and what we're saying. But we'll try, because, you know, that's what we're here for. If you can hear me and you understand my words, the 2 meters on the round table by the dance floor there, can you touch them and make them both go red again? Pretty please? I don't know what that is.
You think that sounds like laughing?
Or chopping.
Sounds like footsteps in gravel.
I thought of
It's
that.
like really rhythmic. It's a new noise, but it's not paranormal. It's one of the freezers is just making a continually clicking noise.
These ones
There
are
we go.
rolling in. Yeah.
Can you step away from the red lights and make them turn green? Maybe go to a different one. Show me that you understand. That's one. Oh. It's just fluctuating. Is it low numbers? Is it in that?
This one's like a 1.2, that
Okay.
one's a 3.9.
Well, that's a big difference for being right next to one
And
another.
even when they were right beside each
Yeah.
other, they were, like, this one's a 1.5 and that's 3.9.
See, that makes no sense.
We've got it here behind us.
Ah.
Like 5.4.
Yeah, so it's down.
So it's moved tonight. It's moved a little further this direction, rather than it was closer to the bar last night. Whatever this line of EMF is, it's moved. And today, for the first time here, I experienced something, and not while ghost hunting. Julie and I were down here at about 11:30 today having our breakfast, and we're sitting at the table closest to the bar, and I felt something butt up against the back of my leg, and it lightly to begin with, which made me think cat. I live with cats. It made me think cat, but then it was very aggressive, like butt up against the back of my leg. So right away I said, Julie, is there a dog in here? Because quite often they have the patio open, they allow pets and they water it or whatever.
Oh my god.
And there was no dog. And I was confused. I wasn't thinking ghost at the time. I was just, oh, there's a dog in here. And there was no dog. So I've never experienced that in here before. Same thing as last night. If you want me to turn on the talking device, you just got to get my attention. I put a meter right next to the mirror there. You can touch it and make it turn red and beep. Or you can touch the glow ball on the pool table. Or you can set off the other meter on the table that senses movement. The ding dong, we'll call it. That's what we're calling it last night. And what, twice last night? It was, I said, ask them to do it, and they did on command, so. Yeah, if you show me that you're here, I'll turn on the talking device and you can talk to us. So again, though, I'm going to say, I know you're joining in our conversation and listening to us talk, and you like to do that. Especially Bruce, that's what he likes, if we're talking and laughing, he'll do things. But
Two of my favorite
if
pastimes.
you want to talk to us, and you want me to turn on the talking device, I need you to do something, Bruce. Either set off the motion sensor on the dance floor, or touch one of the balls. And since we have that weird EMF there, if you want to use the EMF detectors, you have to touch one of the other ones.
Not the ones that are red right now.
Unless you want to turn all the red ones green,
That would be cool.
like right now. I'm going to count, how about this? I'm going to count to 3, and on 3, if you can make all the red lights turn green, I will turn on the phonetics for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how about we turn all the green lights red? Same thing on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Or, just like one green light red.
Or you can do that.
The ding dong.
The ding dong.
No balls to
Okay.
nails, ding dongs.
Is that Bruce? If it's Bruce, can you do that again?
Maybe it's Nikki or Nicole.
Okay. If it's Nicole, can you do that again?
My eyes are like watering up. I feel like I have to cry. I feel like crying.
You can touch the little ball on the pool table. If it's too much energy, set off the other thing.
You feel feeling like you want to cry? Are your eyes
Like
watering?
fucking pressure on me. Everything's needs to moon shift.
That one there for a while. Okay, Bruce, you want to talk to us? I'm going to turn on the device for a little while and see if he'll come through and talk to us. The headset definitely works better, but I always like to run it just regular to start with so everybody gets a chance to hear what it sounds like. And it is on. So we'll see. You gonna come say hello, Bruce?
Car.
Ice machine.
Okay.
I'm moving away.
I keep trying to think of how to talk in French.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Je m'appelle.
Yes, Bruce or Nicole, if you want to come talk to us. It is so rare that I turn it on and it does nothing.
Very
Weird. Oh, see, that shut off. And these.
I saw that. And that machine does put off a lot of EMF. But we've also had that pocket of EMF when that hasn't been on. So
We'll have to pay attention to
Yeah.
when it comes on again if they
Yeah.
all go
Hi.
red
But
again.
it's still like this one in the
Hi,
middle
did
doesn't
you,
react
there was
with these things.
a voice.
is it just
I
quiet?
was gonna say we
Yeah,
just.
said
It
hi.
said hi.
Oh, maybe the volume's not up. Yeah.
We both heard it.
Yeah. It's turned up all the way.
Is that Nikki? Maybe she's really quiet. Shy. Maybe she likes French.
It's so hard when it's doing single words because it's so easy to miss.
Yeah.
Who is this?
All right.
Doesn't sound like Bruce.
Is this Harry?
Did you follow us down from room 12? The meters are lit up again, just making note. And the device in the bar
Friend.
has not come on.
Oh, dear.
So if this is you, I need you to do me a favor and say your name or say my name so I know it's you. Do you remember my name?
Nope.
Nope. That's the voice that Bruce likes to use. It's that deep man voice.
A little bit passive aggressive.
I do.
Do you remember my name? I've been here a few times.
Money.
There's the beeping that we have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what that beeping is? It's the same noise my microwave makes when it's done.
I was gonna say it's like a timer of some
Yeah,
sort going
yeah.
off.
Right.
So what exactly did Nicole say last night?
All kinds of things. But the first thing was clearly get me out of room 5. But we had, again, she was trying to give me directions. I asked, where are you from? And it sounded like she was giving me directions to her house. Like, head north, turn right, turn left, you know.
Number 4 Red House. Or
Yeah, number 4
something.
Red House, Church Street, you know, and all this. And then finally I'm like, how about, you know,
A city.
city? Did I say that? I don't know if you guys said it. No, that was during the headset thing. So somebody asked. And for the city, and we got Slave Lake. And coincidentally, that is where the mirror came from. So,
Did you ever look for house number 4?
you search on Google, you get nothing.
Well,
So,
half of Slave Brick is gone. It's
Yeah.
already
Oh
dead.
yeah, that's right.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
I do. Yes. Okay, what is that?
That's the same thing that's been.
Oh, that's weird. That was not upstairs.
No, it sounded almost like, you know when someone like rolls something on
Yeah.
hardwood floor?
It's just something I haven't heard in here before. The ice machine just goes clunk. Like, sounds like a box of Lego being dropped is when it goes off. So.
Yeah, the noise that, like the rolling noise,
Mm.
I kind of felt like it was over here.
Yeah. Anyways, I haven't heard that before. Is it similar to what you heard in here last night, Julie?
Well, and I've been hearing it tonight
Mhm.
too. Like before now. Yeah, like last night it sounded like there was full on somebody down here
Yeah.
moving something.
Well,
or...
even when I heard it earlier with the pots and pans sound in the kitchen,
Mhm.
it was 100% sounded like somebody moving around in the kitchen
Yep.
doing stuff.
And that was what we first heard last night too.
Is that the craziest thing you guys have seen here?
I haven't really seen a lot here other than the curtain moving. Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah, it's more of like hearing things and stuff here.
I think the curtain things.
The curtain thing was probably one of the bigger things. And last time we were here in June, I had like this scratching and banging on my wall from room 5, and I had that last night as well. Last night there was a huge bang on my wall from room 5, and room 5 was empty and locked. So, like, not a small knock on the wall, but like somebody throwing their body into the wall.
She said, "Hey lady, I told you I wanted out of here."
Exactly. So.
She's like, chop chop, I said, you
It'll
know.
be interesting now that it's been moved if
Yeah, there you go. She's like, that's right.
yeah, it'll be interesting tonight if that doesn't happen, right? So is that you, Nicole? Or Nikki? Are you happy to be out of room 5? I'm gonna try the next device again. It's almost midnight already. We're getting close to the time where sometimes room cuts us off, so I want to try again to just have this on, and if that doesn't work, then we're gonna try to put it with the headset. Hey.
Hi.
Is Nicole around? Or is that you, Bruce? I'm gonna go back and sit in your seat, Bruce. Can you say hello so I know it's you? Merci. Can you try again?
Peux-tu toucher le chien sur la table de billard?
What I've asked is, can you touch the dog on the pool table?
Right.
Yeah, it's.
Please touch the ball.
What are you trying? Let's try that again.
Je touche le ballon.
But at least now we know what you're saying.
Well, try to do it that way on purpose so it doesn't happen, you know? Not leading anybody.
Je touche le ballon.
Here.
Hi, Bruce. Is it hard to use tonight, Bruce? Do you want me to put on the headset and listen? If you can't speak through that, can you turn on one of the devices that makes noise? Opening all the channels. Hitting start. So you can come talk to me, Bruce or Nicole or anybody else who's here. Nicole, First word I got was Nicole.
Nicole, are you my tea?
Nicole, were you born in Slave Lake?
Thanks for the lights.
Chris moved you out of row 5. Are you happy for that?
Do you like being down here in the saloon now, Nikki? Do you prefer Nikki or Nicole?
Doesn't sound like there's much answering going on tonight for whatever reason. Do you not want to talk to us tonight?
Love beer.
Is this Bruce?
Why no beer?
We were gonna bring you a beer, weren't we, Bruce? I'm sorry we didn't.
Lame.
I'm asking the same thing.
I promise. Next time I will bring you beer.
Does he have a, or do you have a favorite type of beer?
Of course.
You're not gonna
Be
tell us.
friend. Come cuddle.
Who's cuddling tonight?
Bring beer.
Bring beer.
Yeah.
Bring beer and cuddle.
Definitely Bruce.
What room?
Truthfully, I don't think he cares as long as you bring beer and cuddle.
That's right. No beer, no
What happens if you don't have beer?
Yeah. No cuddling.
I'm not a cuddler, so.
No beer, no cuddle.
Which one of us are you gonna cuddle with?
Come alone.
Oh, of course
I think everyone here's
Bring
paired up.
beer.
they. Bring beer.
Yeah. You still didn't get to know Bruce's favorite beer.
It's, we got Nicole again. She just said her name.
Nicole, are you happy to be down here in the bar instead of upstairs?
Well, I hope Nicole's here, not Nicole. He's gonna cuddle Nicole.
Bruce said fuck off.
You said fuck off.
That's
Okay.
the problem.
Who are you telling to fuck off, us or Nicole?
I'm here.
We're
Trying. Trying to touch dog.
There's a dog?
There's the stuffy.
Oh.
He's in freeze. Ignore him.
Ignore Bruce.
He's the one that's lame.
Just throwing shade, Nicole. I like it. Yeah, we laughed at that.
Friend.
I'll be your friend. Nicole.
I said clarify that.
I was like, I'm gonna specify because I'm not looking for cuddles.
You like it when people laugh and have a good time.
Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Chris.
What are we telling Chris?
No water.
Did you say no water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, does this mean you're gonna be good and not turn the water on and damage things?
Will do.
Thank you.
Merci.
Merci, yes.
Nicole, ton nom de famille.
And she's saying thank you for the light. She's saying in English then in French over and over and over again.
for the light. What light, Nicole?
Is it the one of these on her mirror?
I don't know.
Maybe the sunlight?
Okay, stopping for a second. Julie, can you try using Google Translate to ask a couple questions about her last name and that sort of thing?
Okay. I just gotta get my phone.
Famille. Famille.
Yeah.
Famille. Oh, I'm saying it. No.
Do you know how to say it?
Well, nom de famille. Just saying that's correct.
Thank you for the lights
What lights?
over there. Flashing.
Oh,
She
flash.
says luminaire.
It's a candle. Do you mean the light on the round table over there?
Did you say there was one on the mirror?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if that is that flashing or no?
No, it's
No.
staying green. Tu nom est Nicole ou Nikki?
Looking for Faith.
She talked about that last night.
Faith a person or Faith the...
Daughter.
Oh.
Love. Faith.
Does your daughter live in Slave Lake?
Can't see her.
What's your last name? Tu nom de famille?
Home, please.
What's at home?
Faith.
Faith is your daughter?
Grieve.
Did Faith pass?
Release. Faith.
How many children do you have?
Just her.
Tu nom de famille Hor?
Thank you.
My heart.
Did she pass when you were alive?
You're young. Like Faith.
Mm.
Me?
How old was Faith? Is Faith?
Is this town?
No. I hope not.
I'm lost.
We're in Longview, Alberta. Would Faith be found in Slave Lake, Alberta?
Everything is stopped. Thank you, dear friend. I'm here, trying hard.
We can see that you're trying hard.
You're doing a
Nice.
fantastic job.
People, friends,
Absolutely, we're your friends.
Yes.
How can we help you?
I don't know. Trying to think.
That's fair, take your time.
So many voices. Make him stop.
Make who stop?
Bruce,
Is Bruce being a pain in the butt?
so loud.
Mm. I wonder if he's beaking at her in the background.
This is hell.
Bruce, are you bugging Nicole? You could just let her talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
I promise she'll get a chance.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Mon Dieu?
Mon Dieu?
Mon Dieu?
Oh my.
Stew.
My French is bad.
Mm.
I think she's saying
Oh, your
that
French is-
Bruce is crazy.
Yeah.
Foo.
She's trying to get him off. Like he's on something.
What are you
She's
doing,
trying to
Bruce?
move him. Door? Non-familiar?
Nom de famille?
Horror?
Or. Oh.
Again.
Et tu nom de famille Hor?
Oui.
Mm. Well, not bonjour, I want to say thank you. Merci.
I was like, what is thank you? Merci beaucoup, Nicole.
Femme la bouche.
Oh,
Okay.
Bruce.
you don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Bruce.
I
Okay.
was like, okay.
That makes sense.
I agree.
Nicole, do you want to go back to Slave Lake?
Love. Faith.
No, man, is this Bruce again?
Afraid. Go. Stay out of my room.
Which room?
Is this Bruce talking?
To stop for a few minutes. I'm sorry, Nicole. My head. Oh,
Is there do you want some water?
okay. Just needed to get out from the headset for a minute. It's a noise canceling. It's like being in a box, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it gives me I'm trying to concentrate because it's still really quiet. And she's going back and forth between English and French, and occasionally Bruce jumping in there with just obscenities. So I was just ignoring him and trying to focus on the female voice. But yeah, that red house, I'm not sure if it's red house or if it's something that in French sounds like red house. Yeah. So. But it was interesting, again, same as last night. Preceding the sensor behind me going off, I felt cold. Behind me, like on my back. So it's like I could feel the change in atmosphere before it went off. But Bruce just seemed to, all he seems to want to talk about is he wants a girl in his bed and he'd like some beer.
Yeah.
Which is not.
If he wants a girl in his bed, he better be bringing her beer, okay?
Could you maybe say hello so she can hear you?
I've tried like a whole bunch of different settings and I reset the device and it all, no matter what I set it to, it sounds the same. So you're just trying to use it, I get that.
I like it because the ding dong feels like, yeah.
I'd like to find a way to communicate with you.